All right, everyone. Thanks for coming again to Bougie Baller Broadcasting. If you've been following this YouTube channel, you know that we try to keep everything upbeat, fun, enthusiastic, but today we just can't. Today is tough, especially for somebody like me and millions of people across the world. Legendary wrestler, sports entertainer / entertainer has passed away. Terry Bollea, better known as Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, has passed away at the age of 71. For somebody like me who has grown up idolizing Hulk Hogan, watching Hulk Hogan every week on the original Monday Night Raw with Bobby the Brain Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon, Saturday Night Main Event, WrestleMania 3 where he body slammed Andre the Giant in Detroit, Michigan. Those are iconic symbolizations of Hulkamania. But there's a lot more to Hulkamania that maybe people don't know. What he did backstage for a lot of the younger wrestlers that were coming up. Nowadays wrestlers like John Cena, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, they wouldn't be where they're at if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan treading that street for them. He did a lot of stuff backstage. He did a lot of stuff front stage. He did a lot of stuff worldwide. Hulkamania runs wild. But there's also another side to Hulk Hogan, the family man. It's well publicized that him and his ex-wife, Linda, it didn't work out. That happens. But he never stopped loving Brooke and Nick. Each child had hard times through life. Nick had a car accident. Everybody knows that. Nick had been arrested for speeding in his TRX. Hulk Hogan was there to get him out. Brooke had her ups and downs in life. But Hulk always stood there. Always stood there beside them to help them out. He's got the wrestling store here in Orlando. He's got a wrestling store in Clearwater. Just opened up a wrestling store in Pigeon Forge. Restaurant across the street from Madison Square Garden. And Hogan's Hangout, restaurant and bar here in Clearwater, Florida. We've been there. They're great. We will continue to support Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania because growing up, not only did I idolize Hulk Hogan in the wrestling world, but I had the Hulkamania workout kit. Came with a huge map. Say your prayers, take your vitamins. I had the little weight that it came with, the hand cruncher. I was going to be Hulk Hogan. And not only was I going to be Hulk Hogan, but I was Hulk Hogan. For about 4 different Halloweens, I dressed up as Hulk Hogan when I was a kid. I was red and yellow Hulk Hogan. I was NWO Hulk Hogan. And I lived as the world champion Hulk Hogan many, many times. Pretending in my house, wrestling with my dad, wrestling with my pillow, or dressing up like Halloween, like I said. So Hulk Hogan has been in many, many households across this world, and he will continue to, because Hulkamania will run wild forever. Now I say that, my whole life went to many wrestlings. Fun story we like to always talk about is I sat 6 hours in Disney World, MGM Studios. Back when it was MGM Studios, it's now Hollywood Studios. And I stood outside in the sun in Florida, waiting for WCW Monday Nitro. I got to meet Ric Flair, Sting, Lex Luger, Jimmy Hart. I waited all night to get into that ring, or get into that crowd and wait for Hulkamania to show up because I knew he was showing up. He was not on the card that night. And I went home. Was disappointed I didn't get to see Hulk Hogan. Got to see a bunch of other tremendous legends. Up until last year, I had never seen Hulk Hogan live. I had never gotten a chance to meet Hulk Hogan. Like I said, I've been to his restaurant many times, been to his store many times, met Ron Howard, talked to Ron Howard who runs his stores. Great guy. I worked side by side. I'm good friends with Steve Chamberlain from 50legs.com. He's good friends with Hulk Hogan. Does a lot of things for charity. Hulk Hogan gives a lot to charity. My guy Mel Chauncey from Chicago, Illinois. He's former president of Hell's Angels. He got an opportunity to ride a motorcycle for one of Hulk Hogan's entrances. Speaks loud volumes of Hulk Hogan. But I had never gotten to meet Hulk Hogan live until last year. I went to Chicago to go visit some family and friends. And I got word that Hulk Hogan's new beer was doing a promo at a local liquor store in Chicago where I grew up. So I called up one of my buddies, Steve. I said, let's go. Let's go stand in line. Let's go meet our legend, Hulk Hogan. We sat in that parking lot for 4.5 hours. We got there early. We stood in line. Sun was baking on us. We walked out of there with sunburn. But what was most important, we walked out of there and we got to meet the legend Hulk Hogan. And you know, all these years people told me, you don't want to meet him. Because the saying goes, when you meet your idol, they usually disappoint you. Well, I put many, many years into this idol. And I finally got to meet him. And he was the nicest, most genuine person. He listened to everything I had to say. He treated me with kindness, with respect. Everything that I would have thought my idol would have been. I watched how he treated my good friend Steve, my best friend since first grade. I watched how he treated him. After I got my stuff, my picture, my conversation, I watched how he treated my parents. My father is a huge wrestling fan. Like I said, me and my dad used to wrestle. We'd watch all the pay-per-views together. We'd watch every Monday Night Raw together. Saturday Night Live, we would stay up and watch it religiously. And now my parents are a little older. And I watched how Hulk Hogan treated them with so much care and respect. And he just loved that he had fans, even though he was larger than life. He created this fan base, but he was happy that he had fans. And I couldn't be more happier by finally meeting him and getting to see the real Hulk Hogan. That day, I bought his beer. Was lucky enough for him to sign it. I bought another case and I drank it. Real American beer. It's really good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Hulk Hogan fan, but it's really, really good. But it was really, really good to finally meet him. So like I said, this video is really sad because a legend has died. Somebody I idolized for many, many years. So in honor of Hulk Hogan, and to go ahead and end this video on a high note, we're going to do it like only Hulk Hogan can. So what you gonna do, brother? When Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, 24-inch pythons run wild on you. That's for you, Hulk Hogan. That's for you, Nick. That's for you, Brooke. And the millions of Hulkamania fans all across this world. So let's go ahead and pop open a real American beer and toast it to a real legend. Not just a real legend in sports entertainment, wrestling, but a legend in humanity. Hulk, this one's for you, brother. Until next time, keep hooping. And take a minute to say, life is great.